What is up, you guys? This is the White Rabbit, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, where, let us go into El Solo. We will be doing the only thing we have to option, chosen by the World Legacy. Oh my dear lord. This is a little bit longer than what I'm used to. Alright, that's fine. That means more story. Just means more story. Chosen by the World Legacy. The rulers of this star were not human. That world was ruled by 7 mechanical lifeforms known as the Mekk-Knights. And across the land spread their vanguard, the Krawlers. These Krawlers tend to swarm and destroy all human-made structures in their path. They most likely lack any emotions. Helpless before those ruthless machines, mankind had no choice but to live in hiding. Dense with thick trees, gloomy even in the daytime, a hinterland known as Forest of the Stars. Therein lay a hidden village where humans live inconspicuously. The village was protected by a barrier that would prevent intruders from invading or even discovering it. The ritual wand passed down through many generations made the barrier extremely resistant, and it had never been broken, not once. But even so, the villagers were suffocated by their anxiety day after day, not knowing when the great threat would come knocking at their doorstep. From within the suffocating unease of the village, there were still those determined to fend off the Krawlers. Oram, and Ningursu. There was a reason they fought so desperately. It was the village priestess and the younger sister of Ningursu, Ib. From birth, the priestess possess a divine power that synergizes with their ritual wand to create barriers. Ib's power was the strongest the village had ever seen in its history, but it was meager compared to the frightening force that grew stronger by the day. Her companions saw how hard she was trying to put on a brave face for the villagers, and wished they could lighten her burden even by a little. Arum in Ningursu, along with the baby dragon Imduk, crossed the barrier in hopes of slaying even just one Krawler. One day, Ib heard from inside the forest a faint sound like that of a human voice. Aram and Ningursu could not hear it. However, Ib proclaimed that she keeps hearing the voice. After Ib would venture into the forest alone, Aram and Ningursu and the baby dragon Imduk set foot inside the hinterland. Okay. That's fairly interesting. World Chalice Guard Dragon. Is this the little dude? Okay, that's not bad. Okay, what else? What happened? The sun had already set, leaving only starlight to guide them. The scent of trees and soil hung in the cold air. Though her footing was unsure, Ib ventured into the forest as if she was being guided. Careful not to lose sight of her, the three looked out for Krawlers as they followed her. Suddenly, with an abrupt shriek, Ib vanished before their eyes. Rushing to the place where they'd lost sight of her, they saw Ib had fallen off a low cliff. It appeared Ib had been so spellbound in the direction of the voice that she had not noticed there was no ground before her. The three descended the cliff and were relieved to find Ib uninjured. Before their eyes, a mysterious structure appeared. If it had been there before, they would have noticed it, but as if the structure had been there for hundreds of years, it was ensconced in trees and entwined in ivy. They nervously approached the building. The wand Ib held in her hand glowed, and the building started to rumble as if in response. A mighty light radiated from the building, blowing aside the trees and cloaking everything in blinding light. Even with their eyelids closed, the light pierced mercilessly through. When they finally opened their eyes, a fairy fluttered in the air before them. The fairy spoke to the startled party. "I am Lee, the World Chalice Fairy, a spirit that had been sealed inside that building that released the bright light known as the World Legacy, World Chalice. In previous times, it was her duty to guide mankind, but was obstructed by the Mekk-Knight. For many years, she had been waiting for a world hero capable of activating the World Chalice. And that there are those world heroes. That they are those world heroes. Please lend me your strength and gather the scattered starlight and save the world from the great darkness," she spoke. Though bewildered by Lee's story, Aurum and the group were moved by her earnestness and decided to lend a hand. Wow. Hearing their resolve, the fairy Lee smiled and bestowed upon them the powers of the awakened World Chalice. Well then. Lee, the World Chalice Fairy. Cool. Alright, the practice. Let's see how this is going to work, I guess. I only have two. What makes World Chalice deck? You can bring out a slew of powerful links by starting with a normal summon, leading them to further link summons. Okay. Which one do I summon first? Okay. Draw. Oh. Oh, it actually gives names to these people. Summon Aram, the World Chalice. Someone chosen by the World Chalice and then Link. Okay. Chosen by the World Chalice. Summon. Imduck the World Chalice Dragon. Oh. Okay. Summon another World Chalice monster this turn using Imduck World Chalice Dragon's effect. Crowned by the World Chalice. So this one. And then link summon into Aram. Okay. So summon. And link into you. Okay. Then I want you there. What? Do I get to normal summon again? Yeah, I'm gonna guess so. You sent Imduck the World Chalice Dragon to the grave, so use this effect to special summon a World Chalice monster from your hand. Okay. Yes. This. I want him here. Attack your opponent's life points directly. But what about his effect? I guess it just doesn't matter right now. That's fine by me. Okay. What, now we actually duel? Okay. Duel. Oh boy. Alright, what when this card or effect is activated that okay. Hang on. So what was it? One normal monster. Normal summon one an additional to your normal. Okay. Summon. And we can go into this. Go to there. Summon you. Then we go into you. Okay, activate your effect. Then I will summon you. And then what is your effect? You contribute one World Chalice monster this card points to, then target one other monster in your grave. Special summon it to your zone this card points to. Once per turn, if this card is sent from the field to the grave, special summon a World Chalice monster from your hand. Okay. Do I have a link 3? I do. Ew. Well, that's unfortunate. You know what? I think I'm gonna wait and just see what this guy has. This Krawler. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, that's less than good now, isn't it? Draw. If you control no monster, special summon. Okay. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one World Chalice monster. You know what? Yeah. I'll do that. Activate you. Tribute you. Select one target. I will get you into attack mode. And then banish this card from the graveyard. Target one normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense mode. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Special summon you right here. And then I don't really have a choice. Oh. What? Gain 300 attack for each. Okay. Is that not what I have here? Okay. So attack, destroy both. Okay. Let's see. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon one World Chalice monster from your hand. Yes. Special summon you. Add one World Chalice monster from your deck to your hand. Yes. I will... I will get this guy. Attack. Attack. And then main phase 2. Wait, why can't I get the third guy? 2+ link monsters. Oh. So I need 2 link monsters. 2 monsters with different types. Dang it. Well, that's going to be concerning because I don't want to lose that. For each with World Legacy. How many World Legacy cards do I have? Of the World Chalice. I don't have any World Legacy cards in my graveyard. World Chalice, World Chalice, World Chalice. Alright. You know what? I'll just take it. Because why not? Yep. Alright, target 1 face down monster on the field, destroy that target, and if you do, banish it. Well, that doesn't help me. Hello? You can send 1 monster from your hand to the field, add this card to your... No. No, I'm looking for attack points right now. So attack. And then we got 2,000. Perfect. Ow. Ooh, face down card. Okay, put phone away so I can focus. That's not face down no more. That is. Okay, how do I do this? Activate you. Destroy you. That's fine. Okay, what can I do here? I'm assuming it's you again. No. Ooh. Wait a minute. If I do that, and then I do this, it's you right here. Then can I get the 3? Ooh. Draw cards equal to the number of World Chalice monsters this card points to. That would be none. Just go right here. Okay. Okay. Then, once per turn, you can send 1 card from each player's field to the grave. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your hand. I don't want to do that because I don't have a World Chalice monster in my hand. There we go. Okay. This can go either way, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. Monster Reborn. I think yes. No, we're gonna do this one. And put you right here. Because why not? And attack. Yep, counter gate. Curses. Please let that be turned to defense mode. Crawlers are insects? Learn something new every day. Give me a monster? Nope. All World Chalice monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. If a face-up World Chalice monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, sure. That is fine by me. Oh, boy. Curses. Oh, come on. Main phase 2. Oh, what was it? Who was it? This one? Send one monster from your hand or field to the grave. What's... If this card is sent from the field to the grave, special summon one World Chalice monster from your hand. I don't really want to do that, if I'm being honest. Do I have any other effect monster? No. Oh, darn. What did I just do? You know what? I'll send this. And we'll send this to the grave. Yeah, that's fine. That works. Summon. Activate. Send you and you. Okay. Now I believe I am golden. And attack. Because I don't think they have anything in their hand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Almost level 8. Yes, yes, yes. Scenario. Ow! To protect humankind. Accepting Lee's earnest wishes, Aurum and the group promised to help her. Accompanied by Lee, the group set off to return to the village, but they encountered several Krawlers who blocked their way. Aurum, Ningirsu, and Imduk stood before the Krawlers with their new strength coursing through their bodies. They stood between the monsters and what they set out to protect. Tension hung heavy in the air. A cold sweat dripped from Aurum's chin and dampened the forest soil. As the great tension crescendoed, the party suddenly seized upon their foes, lunging towards the exoskeletons of the Krawlers. Aurum's sword cleaved the enemies with ease. Ningirsu's lance pierced nimbly, and Imduk's claws teared ferociously at their metal hides. The battle was over almost as quickly as it had started. The power of the World Chalice that Lee granted them was much greater than expected. They couldn't conceal their surprise at the World Chalice's great power that now dwelt in their bodies. According to Lee, there are 6 world legacies in the world with equal power to the World Chalice. If they were to be recovered, it would be possible not only to destroy the Krawlers, but to destroy the Mekk-Knights who rule the world. This information provided a great ray of hope for the village people who lived so long in the gloomy forest. Following Lee's word and the guidance of the World Chalice, the young folks of the Forest of the Stars set out on a journey to seek the next world legacy. Man, these stories. These stories are amazing. All right. And so began the journey of Aurum and the party in search of the world legacy. Although the party was on a mission to save the world, as their first time in the outside world, everything they saw and heard felt fresh and vivid. No matter how many Krawlers would appear, Aurum and his friends would fight them off, and they did so for several days. How long must they have walked with Lee as their guide, and the World Chalice as their beacon? A humid wind caressed their cheeks. Before the party lay a vast swamp. A great artifact was submerged in the muddy expanse, the giant armor laying in the bog. was one of the express purposes of this trip. The world legacy known as the world armor. However, they found more than just the world armor there. Not only on the surface of the armor, but also on the inside, dark figures squirmed. Like ants on the corpse of a dead insect, crawlers swarmed on the world armor. Their number was countless. From a red monocle emanated a bizarre light that filled the party's field of vision. The horrific sound of the crawlers, metal hides scraping against each other, united into a thunderous cacophony as if the earth was shaking. Standing before the three were superior specimens possessing power far greater than the crawlers that had crossed their path previously. Witnessing an overwhelming sight, the party decided it was reckless to try to break through from the front. On Lee's suggestion, the three friends dared not engage and instead headed for the world armor. Okay. So what happened? Like, what happened, man? Alright. We have to duel for some reason. Do we have to duel the world armor? I get Raigeki right off the bat. Target 2 world chalice monsters in your grave with different names. Add them to your hand. If you link monster would be destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your grave instead. Okay. No, I'm gonna save that. Save that just in case. Activate. Get you. Summon. I don't think it matters what other card, does it? Nope. Get you. Summon. Okay. Activate. Get you. And get you. There we go. And then I will just attack with this. Oh, Lord. My Call of the Haunted. Confound it. Okay. So I have to play this smart. I could Raigeki that. I could. No, I'll save it. Because I'll just do this. Return you. Then I can attack for 3,600. The next turn I'll Raigeki and then summon my other chosen, and that'll be it. Hopefully. Yep, that's gonna be it. Draw. Activate Raigeki. Summon. And that is game. The Krawlers have nothing on me. I am so close. The final piece of the story. With the world armor in front of them, Arum's party became blocked by a swarm of crawlers. No matter how many monsters they defeated, a new swarm appeared, trampling the debris of the fallen. Now divided, the party struggled. The seemingly endless battle had whittled the party's strength down to almost nothing. They were unable to advance, but retreating wasn't an option either. They had no choice but to fight until all strength was gone. Just then, as Aurum and the party were about to collapse, Lee called out to them. By defeating the superior X-Crawler, you should be able to halt the movement of all other Krawlers. Why is your wing like that? In the midst of the battle, Lee had discovered the X-Crawler was the commander of the Krawlers. Trusting Lee's insight, the party pierced through the siege and closed in on the X-Crawler. The X-Crawler resisted fiercely, but they channeled the last of their strength to defeat it. Just as the commander collapsed, the swarm of Krawlers surrounding the party suddenly stopped moving. Greatly wounded, Aurum and the party finally arrived under the world armor, but there were more than just Krawlers there. 7 colors of light suddenly shone down from the heavens. There appeared the 7 Knights. The figures before them were metallic and emitted a radiant glow that enveloped their bodies in a lustrous light. The Mekk-Knights who ruled over mankind and all of the world had now descended to this very place. Aurum and his friends found it difficult to describe the figures with mortal words, and could only stand frozen in their otherworldly presence. And suddenly, the Mekk-Knights reached their hands out silently. A mysterious energy sprung forth from their hands and began to shroud Ib. Ib was exhausted. No, completely spent. The magical barrier provided by Ib had no resistance to the force field. The rest of the party desperately struggled to rescue Ib. However, with the same light from which they appeared, Ib and the 7 Knights vanished without a trace. Lee cautioned of the danger if Ib's wand were stolen, and the otherworld legacies fell into the wrong hands. Aurum and his comrades set out to rescue Ib and recover the next world legacy. Wow. That right there is a mission and a half. Wow. I don't think I have enough for... I don't think I have enough coins. Or not coins. I don't think I have enough gems for that. Oh, we unlocked literally everything else. Okay. Next time we will get the gift of the martyr. But that's next time, because I'm going to leave this one here. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you liked it, you know what to do. Keep things crazy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.